Excuse me, Little Bob.
Calgary, Little Bob. Mr. Speaker, I've been a farmer for most of my life. Rural Alberta is in my blood. I also served as a councillor at a rural municipality for 6 years. I've attended about 12 Alberta Association of Municipal Districts and Counties conventions during my tenure. That being said, I just want to talk about the last AAMDC conference. It was held right here in Edmonton last Thursday. It was a little chilly outside of the Shaw Convention Centre, but Mr. Speaker, it was ice cold inside during the ministerial forum. In my dozen or so conventions, I have never heard the government booed. I have always seen audiences at least offer polite applause after an answer from a minister. Well, it was clear on Thursday that this government has definitely not clicked with rural Alberta. As a matter of fact, one gentleman from a municipality stood up and asked a question of the delegates. He asked, who here thinks that shutting down coal-fired power plants in Alberta is the right thing to do? He looked around and he saw one hand. He then asked, who here thinks that this is the worst decision in Alberta history? Virtually every other hand in the building went up. This gentleman then said to the ministers, we just want you to listen to Albertans. Mr. Speaker, this was very telling for me. Most rural municipalities in Alberta were represented during this convention. Right in front of the ministers that represent this government, 99% of the convention showed them that they don't agree with the direction that this government has taken with regards to the premature shutdowns of coal plants or the carbon tax that will be levied on their municipalities on January 1st. In fact, during the convention, 93% of the delegates voted in favour of exempting municipalities from the carbon tax. It's unbelievable that this government claims that those representatives of our rural Albertans are their partners.